silence. It's not just the absence of noise. It's a shield, a fortress, and in today's world, a vital weapon for survival. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason, which today arm you against the present." But what if the enemy already knows your weapons? What if they know your weaknesses? Then the battle is already lost. In this video, we're not talking about physical combat. We're talking about something far more insidious. The subtle, often unconscious ways we expose ourselves to danger simply by talking too much. These are 5 secrets seemingly innocuous that could make you a target. Keep them close. Protect yourself. This is Stoic wisdom for the modern world. Secret 1. Your personal financial information. A Stoic doesn't flaunt their wealth. They protect it through silence. In today's world, where success is often measured by what you can show off, it's easy to fall into the trap of sharing everything. Your salary, your new car, your latest purchase. It feels harmless at first, maybe even necessary to share your joy with others. But when you broadcast your financial life, you're doing more than just updating your friends. You're giving others a window into your world, a roadmap to your possessions, and not everyone who's looking has good intentions. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." For the Stoic, true wealth isn't about what you can display or what others can admire. It's about having the peace of mind to be content with what you have, no matter how much or little it may be. Yet in today's society, we often do the opposite. We tie our worth to what we own, what we can display to others, and we measure success by how much we're willing to reveal. But here's the problem. Oversharing is an invitation to danger. Criminals don't always need to break into your home to steal from you. In many cases, all they need is access to your social media, where they can piece together your life, the car you drive, the house you live in, the things you buy. Once they have this information, they can plan their next move, whether that's targeting you for theft or worse. And it's not just criminals. Opportunists, manipulators, even people you trust might use what you share against you. Your financial successes can quickly become someone else's opportunity. That's why the Stoic approach is to keep things private, not out of fear, but out of strength. Stoicism teaches that your worth isn't measured by what you own or by what you can show others. It's measured by how you respond to life, by your inner peace, and by the character you cultivate. Ask yourself, why am I sharing this? If your reason is to impress others, to validate yourself, or to seek admiration, it's time to take a step back. The Stoic doesn't need to prove their success to anyone. They know that real wealth is a quiet thing. The truth is, what you choose to keep private doesn't make you secretive. It makes you wise. Your wealth, whether material or financial, is best kept out of the public eye. Not because you're hiding anything, but because you're protecting your peace and security. So let your actions speak louder than your possessions. Protect what you have by keeping it private. In a world where people are eager to overshare, saying less can be your greatest form of strength and protection. Sometimes the best way to safeguard yourself isn't through flashy security systems or extravagant precautions. It's through the quiet power of silence. Secret 2. Location and travel schedule. A Stoic understands the value of stillness and presence. The moment you start broadcasting where you are or where you're going, you lose that control. In the age of social media and constant connectivity, It's tempting to post real-time updates about your whereabouts, especially when you're traveling, on vacation, or simply enjoying time out. We've all seen the posts, just landed in Paris, or on the way to the beach. It seems like a harmless way to share your experiences, but it can actually be a dangerous habit. A key Stoic principle is that you control what you can and let go of the rest. When you share your location or your travel plans with the world, you lose that control. You're giving others a detailed map of your movements, and in doing so, you invite unwanted attention. Think of your life as a delicate balance between your personal space and the world around you. When you announce your absence, whether it's through a live location update or an announcement of your travel schedule, you create an opening for potential danger. Burglars know that when you share that you'll be away, it's a perfect time to strike. Stalkers can track your movements, and anyone with ill intentions now knows where to find you, or more importantly, where not to find you. The Stoic doesn't need to make every step public. In fact, the Stoic understands that privacy is a form of peace. By keeping your travel plans and whereabouts to yourself, you maintain control over your life and your safety. You're not allowing the world to dictate your movements. Instead, you're choosing when and where to engage. Seneca advised, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." When you're constantly sharing your location, you're making your life more open, but also more vulnerable. A Stoic doesn't seek external validation. Through constant updates or attention, they know that their peace lies in simplicity and the ability to exist fully in the present moment without the need for approval. So, next time you're thinking about posting that "I'm here" picture, ask yourself, is this information necessary for anyone else to know? Does it serve your peace of mind, or does it put you in a position of vulnerability? The Stoic keeps their whereabouts to themselves, not out of fear but out of wisdom. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being responsible. The less you share, the less you have to worry about. And in a world that's always watching, sometimes silence really is your safest option. Secret 3. Information about personal security systems. Stoic values inner strength over outward appearances. The less others know about your defenses, the stronger they become. In today's world, home security is often something we take pride in sharing, whether it's showing off our high-tech cameras, our alarm systems, or even how we've reinforced our doors and windows. While this might seem like a natural thing to talk about, especially with friends or on social media, it's actually a dangerous move. Think about it. When you disclose the details of your security setup, you're essentially handing someone a blueprint for how to bypass it. You're giving away the very information that's supposed to protect you. If a burglar knows you have a security system, they can learn how to disable it. If a stalker understands the weak points in your home's defenses, they can plan accordingly. You've just made their job easier. The Stoic philosophy teaches us to protect our peace, and part of that is through understanding that vulnerability can be strength, but only when it's hidden from those who would misuse it. By keeping the details of your personal security private, you protect yourself from those who might seek to exploit your openness. The Stoic doesn't need to broadcast how well prepared they are for danger. Instead, they prepare quietly in the background and remain alert. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." For a Stoic, every challenge, every potential threat is an opportunity for growth. You don't need to flaunt your defenses or declare your safety measures for validation. You build them, and you trust them. without the need for external approval. The lesson here is simple. The less others know about your security, the more effective it becomes. Whether it's the alarm system, your locks, or the measures you've taken to protect your family, keep them private. It's not about being fearful, it's about being wise. It's about creating peace of mind without drawing attention to the very thing that ensures your safety. So when you're tempted to share your security upgrades or brag about your safety measures, remember, true strength lies in discretion. In the same way you protect your wealth or your location, protect your defenses. Because when others don't know your vulnerabilities, they can't exploit them. Secret 4. Personal or family weaknesses. A Stoic values inner resilience, and with resilience comes the understanding that vulnerability should not be shared with just anyone. It's easy to think that by sharing our struggles, we invite sympathy and understanding. We may open up about our health issues, emotional struggles, or personal hardships with friends, family, or even online communities, thinking it will bring us closer to others. While vulnerability can be a source of strength, the Stoic teaches us that not all vulnerabilities need to be exposed. Your personal weaknesses and the weaknesses of your family members are not just private, they are precious. When you share the details of your struggles, you give others access to parts of you that they may use to manipulate or exploit. This is particularly true when it comes to emotional trauma, health issues, or any personal vulnerability that others might see as an opportunity for control. Imagine a person who knows about a family member's illness, someone who knows the depths of your trauma. If that information gets into the wrong hands, it can be used to undermine you. Predators, manipulators, and even people who don't have your best interests at heart can exploit that knowledge, using it as leverage against you or your loved. One Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult." By guarding your weaknesses, you protect not only your peace of mind, but your ability to act with clarity and strength in difficult situations. Stoicism teaches us that while suffering is a part of life, how we respond to it defines our character. By not making your vulnerabilities public, you maintain the power to control how you respond to adversity without allowing others to control the narrative. You don't need to hide your struggles, but you also don't need to broadcast them. True, strength is found in maintaining your dignity and your power, even in the face of vulnerability. If you choose to share these parts of your life, do so with caution and discernment. Know that some people are worthy of your trust, and others are not. The Stoic understands that part of protecting their peace is not giving anyone the keys to their inner world. Vulnerability shared with the right people can build connections, but shared indiscriminately can open the door to manipulation and exploitation. Keep your family's weaknesses, your own struggles close to your heart, and protect them as you would your most valuable possessions. Secret 5. Information that could be used for identity. Theft. A Stoic understands the power of self-control and the importance of guarding their identity with vigilance. In our digital age, identity theft is a very real and constant threat. We live in a world where our most personal details, our pet names, our childhood memories, the names of our family members, are no longer secrets. It's easy to overlook how much information we share, especially when we're casually filling out forms or answering questions on social media. However, the Stoic knows that even the smallest details can be used against us if they fall into the wrong hands. Think about the security questions we often use for our online accounts. What was the name of your first pet? Where did you go to school? What's your mother's maiden name? These seem like innocent, nostalgic questions, right? But they're also some of the first pieces of personal information that identity thieves look for. And in a world where everyone shares a little too much about themselves, those answers can be easily uncovered. The Stoic doesn't allow the world to access their innermost details. They understand that personal information is a valuable commodity, and when shared carelessly, it becomes a key to unlocking your private life. Marcus Aurelius taught that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If we are constantly thinking about and sharing our personal histories, we're allowing others to paint a picture of us, one they can use to their advantage. By sharing seemingly insignificant details, like the names of family members, childhood pets, or favorite places, we inadvertently hand over the building blocks for someone to impersonate us, answer security questions, and access our most valuable accounts. Your identity isn't just a name and a number. It's a mosaic of all the details that make you who you are. When you share too much, you weaken that mosaic, making it easier for someone to tear it apart. The Stoic keeps their personal details close, recognizing that privacy is a form of wisdom. Just as a warrior keeps his weapons well maintained and his armor intact, the Stoic shields their identity by guarding the smallest pieces of personal information. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being responsible. In the same way that you wouldn't leave your front door wide open for anyone to walk through, don't leave your personal information lying around for the taking. Guard your identity with the same care you would protect your wealth, your safety, and your peace of mind. In the end, the Stoic approach isn't about hiding or retreating. It's about taking control of what's truly yours and protecting it wisely. Your wealth, your location, your security, your vulnerabilities, and your identity. These are not just pieces of your life to be shared freely, but parts of your inner strength. The less the world knows about your private world, the more powerful and peaceful you become. Remember, the Stoic doesn't seek attention. They seek balance. By guarding these 5 secrets, you're not just protecting yourself from external threats. You're fostering inner calm and the clarity to act when life demands it. So next time you're tempted to share more than necessary, ask yourself, is this helping me live a peaceful, controlled life? Or is it opening doors to vulnerabilities I don't need? The wise choice is often the quiet one, and by embracing this, you'll find not just protection, but power in your silence. Thank you for watching. Stay grounded, stay wise, and as always, stay stoic.